Whoop, I forgot to change the scene. I forgot to change the scene. There we go. Now it should be visible. I'm an idiot. Hello, beast mode. Hello, Anissa. Hello, Kylie, I believe your name is. Rand was getting at how I pronounced it. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right or wrong. You'll have to let me know. Yeah, it might be. I don't know. I have not messed around with the SNES bit yet. My oldest brother has, I haven't. So I might poke at it at some point after the stream. I honestly can't see there being anything on there that I'd want to play that I can't just fire up the SNES and play. Other than, like, there's a few games that, you know, maybe. But also I need to make sure my sticks are working properly. I'm kind of doing spins. Kind of. Okay, that's working. Also, I need to start the stream by saying I am incredibly glad that I have as nice of a community as I have. I think it's because I'm just a generally nice person. But jeez. I saw a compilation earlier of some other Splatoon streamer who I'm honestly surprised did not break their Switch at any point. They probably have multiple times. I can't even remember his name. But jeez, the amount of salt and rage out of this guy was just unreal. Hope I run into him so I can kick his butt. Earn my place on his blocked list. I should put on my this outfit. I'm gonna ranked. This is gonna go horribly. Yeah, I'd also saw, I think it'd be the Kirby game on, oh jeez, that's a lot of star levels, on the home screen of the Switch, so I'm guessing my oldest brother downloaded that too. 2100. Oh, this is why I was avoiding ranked. You guys are all going that way. Yeah, sure. See where I am. Come get it. Come get me, you posers! Ow. He came and got me. Yeah, that's his name. I would not advise anybody look him up, like, on Twitch. I would not advise that in the slightest. I am legitimately concerned for the people in that guy's real life. Like, jeez. Ow. Got Mangstorm off. Ow. For reference, for those who don't know who that is, he probably would have just went into like a 5-minute cursing spree over dying to that splat bomb. And then there's just me that's just like, yeah, I did that. That was my own mistake. I messed up. I love one point, he's there like, man, no one was helping me, no one was, you know, supporting the Rainmaker, no, everyone was leaving the group, when he was the only one that was off on his own at any point. He was the one leaving the group and causing his team to lose, because it was 3-on-4, basically. He is the embodiment of losing your way into a high rank. Oh, there was a disconnect. Yeah, I love that. Though at the same time, as I said, I am legitimately worried for the people in his real life. Like, family, and if he has any friends. Because he sounds like one wrong sentence away from just snapping and hurting people. Like, if his whole internet thing is just a personality, then geez, he is a pretty good actor then, because just I was uncomfortable watching the compilation. Yeah, Nintendo and their block limit was ruining his day because he had to unblock people. Even though, as far as I know, for Splatoon, blocking people doesn't prevent you from being able to play with that person, just it makes it less likely you'll run into that person. So, like, he could very well still run into people that he has blocked. I am so sorry, teammate. That was my fault. I'm like that guy's polar opposite. I swear. I am just his polar opposite. Oh, my sprinkler's gone. No, ND! That almost happened again! Ow. I mean, it is kind of funny. Like, it is funny to watch people rage that much, but I was, like, super uncomfortable watching him. Like, in a way that I just don't get watching really any other content. No, Sophia. Ow. Yeah, that he definitely did. Like, every other word out of his mouth was him cursing. At least in the compilation. I wouldn't be surprised if that is just how he is as well. gonna booyah back. I don't know what they're booyahing about, but I shall booyah back. Have a sprinkler shield, buddy. That didn't really help. This person shooting him came from the other direction. Hey, Rand. My day's been going pretty good. I mean, I was made uncomfortable by watching a YouTube compilation, but... As Beastmo put it, it was a compilation of the Putz 12 guy. That guy needs just checked into a mental institution. I'd have to disagree there, Rand. I mean, I'm not so much hating on the guy as more just I'm concerned about him. It's not exactly reason to rage, though. Not to the levels he rages at. I mean, if he doesn't want to get stream sniped, then the easy answer is to, especially if he streams on Twitch, which is, from what I could gather, is what he does, just add a delay. Like, make it 10-20 second delay, and ta-da. People can't stream snipe you anymore. It doesn't seem like he particularly interacts with people that much anyway, so... I know YouTube also has a delay system, so... I don't know. Yeah, not many people tend to know what stream sniped means / meant, Anissa. Because it's a term that, before Ninja, I had never even heard before. Oh, teammate. I'm so sorry. That was meant for me. I'm in placement games. I'm not gaining or losing anything yet. I almost forgot to booyah. I was trying to pay attention to those 10 missiles. Like, I had an idea of what it meant when I heard the term, but, like, I had never even heard that term before. I had heard of the whole Ninja controversy, where he wanted to have someone banned because they stream sniped him. It's like, lol, what? Keep forgetting I'm not an umbrella. I can't just charge down a splatling like it's nothing. know where Gotcha is. I play motion. Yeah, jeez. Yeah, jeez. Ow. I just got used to it. I just played with motion long enough that I got used to playing with the motion controls. I'm so dead. So dead. I'm not dead. Okay. Ow. Ah, he died. And a big thing to remember when it comes to motion, hey Justin, is that basically your big left and right movements, like wide turning, you still do that with the stick. You just handle the up and down and the minor movements with moving your hands around. Victory! Welcome back, Beast Mode. In case you missed me saying it, I play motion. Hello, AI. Well then, that sucks, AI. Ow. I don't know what's in League right now. Something. Tower, apparently. Some game mode is definitely in League right now. I almost didn't even notice that auto bomb. That, you know, oh, okay, that sprinkler died. It was a pretty neat position for a sprinkler, though. Oh, jeez. How? Okay. How would someone accidentally report you? Your Steam name was pretty unique. Like... Also, I need to really wonder here how you got seemingly temp banned really quickly, yet the person that me and Average ran into, I think his name was Average, like the pair of them, just seemingly had nothing happen. And they were actually cheating. I don't understand Valve. Ow. Alright, beast mode. I mean, that sounds like a temp ban to me. Just a ban from Steam in general. Slash, you know what I mean. It's temporary, as in, you know. Yeah, I did see it, and I was gonna say something, and I forgot beast mode. Yeah, this is what I was gonna say. It probably wouldn't have been all that different. Except it would have been mandatory motion controls. Because, fun fact, the Wiimote's motion, like, gyroscope, was actually part of a control scheme for the first Splatoon. You could legitimately strap a Wiimote to a Pro controller and play like that. It's legit just something you could do. For some reason. Alright, AI. As I said, it will be pretty overwhelming at first. Thing is, I honestly doubt Nintendo would have gone for that, because very few people had it, for one. And, well, they definitely would have wanted to shoehorn motion into it. During the Wii era, Nintendo was very much in the mindset of, no, you're using motion controls. You think you're not? No, you are using them. They're our new toy, and you are going to learn these, young man / woman. Which has made a lot of Wii games a pain in the butt to, like, torrent and play, like, on an emulator, because motion controls, you can't really emulate that. Ow. I would take the end zap. I don't like ink armor. It just comes down to that, like, I just don't like ink armor. It is, but the Junior rarely needs the ink refill. Like a Hydra, it's nice. The Point Gal, it's nice. It would even be pretty nice on a Heavy. But, not a Junior. Valve will do the most minimal effort there, AI. You can count on that. Okay, could you calm down with the Tentamissiles, guys? It's getting a little old. Ow. I just hate Ink Armor. I'd rather have any other special. At this point, even Stingray over Ink Armor. Depending on the game mode, anyway. Like, Splat Zones like this, I would not want Stingray in the slightest. Because it's just not gonna do anything. Well, it might, but these maps aren't very nice. I mean, Ink Armor is a 30 hit point shield. And rarely does it actually matter. Because unless you already have equal or better range than whoever you're going after, they're gonna get the extra hit in on you anyway. You've just guaranteed yourself the hit, sure. But that's all you've really done. And if they can get 2 shots in before you get close, then, well, GG. It doesn't do anything for you. Nice AI. I mean, I know what is competitively the best, but it doesn't change the fact I don't like Ink Armor. I'll never like Ink Armor. Same with Torpedoes. Like, I know they're good, I just don't like them because they're too easily counterable. Hello, Judah Gamer. Or Judda Gamer. I don't know which that would be. It's one of them. But welcome. Really, when you get down to it, just about every special is good in its own way. So... I swear, every time this stage starts, I hear the conductor from Tulip. Every time. They just stole his voice. Why do we have a sniper? Why is there... Oh, that's an enemy. I am dumb. Why do we have a sniper? It's Splat Zones. I don't want to get into that whole rant again. They had better top the team. They had better. Oh, jeez. That was dumb. I should have paid attention. Alright, AI. Also, I want to note now, for everyone that's here, there may not be streams this weekend. For reasons of... hurricane. It's set to hit Nova Scotia. I forget its name, but the big hurricane. is set to hit Nova Scotia. Like this area, where at the very least we're expected to be impacted by it. So I may not have power this weekend. I don't know. Ow, ran I think. The Octoling Boys is just, I don't know. Just shrugs, he doesn't even make a sound. He's like, I don't know what I'm doing here either. Wait, I thought sprinklers disappeared when you died. Or was that just really well timed? Ow. Just shrug. Oh boy, more Tentamissiles. Oh, but don't you know, Tentamissiles are like the worst special and nobody uses them. Because they're so bad. Ah, exploded. Oh, so they make the sound Peggy does. Got it. You guys probably don't know who Peggy is. Well, you might know who Peggy is, because I shared Peggy in the stream Discord, in the random room at one point. You guys might know who Peggy is. I know, Rand, I'm just making fun of the guy that I had a huge argument with a while back over Tentamissiles and Stingray. The argument that caused me to apologize to you all because I got so just heated. And I know I shouldn't have. But I did. Because this guy was starting to attack you guys. Well, I don't think any of you watching now except like Aniso and AI were around then. Oh no, Rand was around, it's just he wasn't around when the argument happened. Trying to remember who all was around at that moment. Ow. Thing is, even before, I'd argue they were still good. They disrupt the enemy team. And if the enemy team doesn't move exactly the way they need to not just kill each other, they can easily kill each other. I just like how well it turfs. Well then, AI. Say just sit and try and zen out a bit. Just impose zen upon yourself. Hey, I did better than the sniper. Honestly, I'd like to see things like Ink Strike return if they were to make another Splatoon game. I know we have Booyah Bomb, but it's not the same. I miss Ink Strikes. And they could have easily brought them back, I just know they didn't. Oh, are we in the same lobby? I was not even paying attention to the screen. Yes, we are! You better top score the team, Rand. I'm joking. I know you're a good enough sniper, you probably could. Assuming we can support you well enough, and I'm off to a bad start at that. I just mean mechanically, not like visually, but mechanically they could have brought it back, and Booyah Bomb proves that. I think they just couldn't figure out how they were going to bring it back. Killer Whale would be nice. I think just about every special from the first game should get brought back, just be made a bit weaker. Like, that would have, you know, that would be nice. Like, bring the first game's specials down to this game's power level. Remove Ink Armor, Bubbler's coming back. Just get rid of it, throw it in the garbage where it belongs. Just throw it in the garbage with Dragon Rulers. Probably none of you understand that reference either. I don't know, a few of you guys might play Yu-Gi-Oh! But, like, cut Bubbler's duration down to, like, 3 seconds. Still powerful. Maybe even just make it just affect the person using it. I'd honestly keep, I would keep, like, Baller and bring Kraken back, and I would keep Stingray and bring Killer Whale back, because they do kind of fill different roles. And Kraken, I'd bring back just because people like it. But Stingray and Killer Whale both do fill very different roles. Killer Whale was more of just a make everyone get out of this passageway. It wasn't something you ever commonly got kills with. Stingray is, well, it has one really big use. Well, they don't have to bring Stingray back at its, like, peak power. They could bring it back at, like, the power it's at now, where everyone's saying it's bad. Like, that wouldn't change things much. It would just give, well, more variety around the place. And it would keep Stingray with its niche role. Ow. Yeah, Killer Whale is just really satisfying. I also want things really balanced, which is why I want Damage Up to never come back. If they make another game, Damage Up needs to stay as far away from it as possible. Unless they also plan on bringing back Defense Up. Like, if they had brought back Defense Up, I don't think the Splattershot Pro would be anywhere near as powerful as it is. Because all you'd have to do is carry, like, a main of Defense Up to counteract half of their main power-up. Because, like, that's how the old equation basically worked. Main power-up is fine. Damage up from main power-up is not fine. as I mentioned before, there are other things they could have gave the weapons that gained damage up to make them more powerful without breaking them. Like, imagine if the Bamboozler got, I don't know, more range. Like, a significant amount of more range from main power-up. Or just better turf coverage. Or here's a fun thing they could add to it. Lowered ink costs. Faster charge, you know. No, it wouldn't be as good as it is now. But there really isn't much of a reason for the Bamboozler to be able to deal 99.99 damage. It doesn't really need it. Once again, that is unless they also bring back defense up. Defense up kind of kept damage up in check. Kind of. True, there isn't really a reason why the Bamboozler shouldn't be able to deal 99.9, but you could use that same argument for every weapon that's really weak. Like, let's take, I don't know, Ink Brush. Yeah, let's take Ink Brush and give it 33.33 damage. There's no reason not to do that, but it still wouldn't be good. It just changes all Ink Brush kits to, I need to stack on enough damage to get 33.3. It's a lot of A's. It's a good support weapon. I wouldn't say it's a good killing weapon. That's why I said giving it more damage up. Like I said, there wouldn't be a reason to not give it a damage up increase, but it would still be kind of dumb. And I would honestly keep defense up as one main thing, and just get rid of the bomb defense. No one uses it for good reason. Like, even mixing it with, like, Cold-Blooded, no one uses it. Like, another example I could give is, like, let's take the Octobrush and give it damage up so it can hit 49.9. Like, it's another case of, there's no reason not to do that, but it would still be kind of just ridiculous, and kind of kill creativity. Ow. Hello, Savage. And I will not use a roller, because I like winning. And I am terrible with rollers. That was some yellow. I'd really rather not. I like winning. If I wasn't still in placement game, well, I suppose placement games are the perfect chance to lose, kind of. Ow. This thing turfs better than an arrow spray. Well, I suppose, isn't there an arrow spray with a sprinkler? That one probably turfs better than this. Maybe. An arrow spray with ink storm would be nice. It would just be this end zap, but better. At least when it comes to turfing. But that's fine. Ow. Do you guys want to see me use all these different weapons? I say guys. Savage, why do you want to see me use all these different weapons? Take that, Jeff. I mean, I can start using different weapons. I just really enjoy the N-Zap. I've been really enjoying the N-Zap. And, like, I know I'm not even using the, like, good or meta kit, but I don't care. This one's fun. Who cares about meta? I certainly don't. Or else I'd probably be using a Splat Pro. Alright, beast mode. See, I know he stepped away, but I honestly don't think Ink Storm on an Arrow Spray would be that bad, just because the Arrow Spray would still have to wait to use another one. Like, they wouldn't be able to just spam them out like they'd be able to with, like, Tenta Missiles. No, our lead. Ow. Because, like, Inkstorm would, like, they'd still have to wait for the Inkstorm to expire, or they could die, before they could start charging their next, Inkstorm, so it'd be perfectly fine. It would just make them the ultimate turf weapon. I did so bad. Alright, of the suggestions, I'm gonna grab a point gal. Let's see if I can do a Nisa proud and grab the Kensa one. There it is. Run speed probably is not gonna help much, is it? Do I have any other shirts that are worth using? Yeah, I really don't think I do. So I'll throw this shirt on. Yeah. Yeah, the silhouette looks pretty good. I am not that good at sniping, which is why I'm not using a charger. Because I know I'm bad. My hands are way too shaky. Dying. Apologize. I'm good. I'm alive. Oh, jeez. I forgot how to human for a second. And tried to breathe while taking a drink. Huh. This is why I should not be trusted to human. I cannot do it well. This is also why I don't eat while streaming. Because when I get talking, I tend to forget that one should not breathe while eating or drinking. I think I'm good now. I apologize to everyone for that coughing fit. I can still feel something stuck in my throat. Nobody ever wants to throw up AI. It just happens. You just gotta deal with it. I apologize, it was because of my coughing fit. I was gonna try and mute the mic, but that was much more difficult than you would imagine it would be. I did get muted in the end, though. Oh, jeez. Right, somebody has beacons on this team. I feel bad, I'm not using them. I also, like, don't really know how to splash wall properly. I'm trying, though. I don't think I'm doing horribly. Oh, now I'm gassy. Of course. Yep, my capture card is connected. Hey, 2118. That's not horrible. It's actually, I think, one of my highest. Alright, Rand. Have a good night. I'm gonna back out so I can explain this. My capture card is on the output connected to the TV, because that's where I want the game to end up. The input is connected to the Switch itself. And then for everything functioning, it's connected via USB to my desktop. So it's basically a three-way intersection. With one HDMI attached to the TV, one to the Switch, and those both go into the Elgato. And then a USB goes to my desktop. Basically, the video output is where you that should always be connected to where you want to be viewing what you're doing. The input is where you want it coming from, and then you have your storage. / power in the case of the Elgato, because it needs powered connection. You know, I should honestly see how much this main power-up is actually helping, but who cares? Painting some fools. Is it sad? I think I played better when I was dying at the beginning of a match than I have when I was... That was a crown! That was a crown. Okay. Time to get wrecked? I'm chilling back here. I'm just gonna act as a beacon. I should not have thrown that that way. It's fine. I am helping by ways of being a beacon for the team. Hey, I got a splat! Well, that went fast! I only got one splat, but... I served as a beacon. Don't tell me I'm gonna be running into crowns. This does not feel like a high power. Like, what? Or was that person just like the, you know, the 500th spot? 'Cause I think it's top 500. They're just in the 500th spot. Yeah, I hope that explanation helped AI. I only really know how the Elgato works, but I'm assuming they all work about the same. Yeah, it's crown again. I think that's the same crown. Yeah, jeez. So I get for looking away. Okay. I know the song. I like that song. I would try and sing it, but my voice is still dying, so, you know. Plus, I can't do a spinel. Ow. Oh, hey, I died to the crown! Oh, and of course the crown is tryharding. Like, of course. Ow. Ow. Yeah. But she has a happy end. With the, you know, the spoilers that happen. I don't want to say too much in case anyone here wants to watch it and just hasn't seen it. Ow. Fair enough, but I can say, you know, me saying, you know, that, you know, she had that her happy ending. Ow. You know what I mean. Without me having to spoil it. So, you know. Ow. This was going so well. Pink is the cause of every problem ever. Like, I think that's fair to just say at this point. Oh, I thought I died. I thought I was dead. I was not dead. And we somehow won. Oh, if you feel sick, then just don't go to school tomorrow. Problem solved. I know with schooling systems these days, it's like, no, if you don't have a doctor's note, you can't stay home from school. It's like, yeah, but you're not supposed to go to the hospital when you're sick. Because, you know, there's people there who are fighting for their lives that'll have reduced immune systems and thus have a higher chance of getting sick if you're sick. And it could make their conditions worse. But no, I need the doctor's note. It's like, what? My school, you did. I never had one. I just stayed home from school. When anytime I was sick. I just never cared. This occurred to me. I was getting at that, that crown for being tryhard. When my equipment set is decently tryhard, I'd like to think. No, he really is sick. He thinks Clam Blitz is good. Kind of. Makes for a good joke. Clam Blitz is the best joke, so, you know. I do like Spinel. I like her design. I mean, if you like Clam Blitz, it's fine. Where did He's dead now. Ow. Really feel like I should not be using this thing still. Sans is in Smash, apparently. Ow. I should really grab the end zap again. I swear, Clan Blitz is like the most polarizing game mode ever. Like, I've not really met anyone that didn't have a strong opinion on it one way or the other. They are, but they're fun. And with this one, I get to pretend to be a weeb. I mean, I am a weeb, but you know. I get to be a weeb in-game. Oh hey, I found the Japanese players. So I guess they're chilling around this X-Power. I don't want to be at this X-Power anymore. I am the Gaijin. Out of water. That is not where I wanted that to go. Ow. I splatted one. I don't know, I like the Sprinkler Ink Storm combo. Maybe I'm just crazy, but I like it. It has spunk. And gives the end zap a tiny, like, one-hit shield. As long as you can orient the enemy between, you know, you and them, and they're shooting at your feet. Ow. Thing is, he's not really Rose. He is a completely different entity now. He just has Pink's gem. At least that's how I understand it. Robotic would know more. She's much more of, you know... She's much more of the, like, researchy fan type than I am. I'm just the, okay, I'll roll with it type of fan. Ow. Oops, sorry, AI. I knew this would happen. And if you have a sick day tomorrow, just go to watch cartoons online and just binge watch the show. It's really good. That was the worst idea I've ever had, throwing a sprinkler like that. Ow. Also, I want to know, I did not tell you to go to watch cartoons online and watch pirated cartoons. I've actually been watching OKKO. It's actually another good show. OKKO was surprisingly good. Like, I went into that show with no expectations. Like, it's modern Cartoon Network. I didn't expect much. I say that knowing that, you know, Steven Universe is really good. Like, a lot of modern Cartoon Network is not very good. I think everyone can agree on that. But OKKO has been really fun. And KO is just adorable. He's like a ruby, and I love it. I mean, I don't mind Digimon. I've always preferred Pokemon to it, purely because Pokemon is less complicated. Yeah, I know it's ending soon, but... I get to almost every cartoon late, and I am okay with that. Like, I've never, like, minded Digimon. I can watch it. I've always preferred Pokemon. Though not so much the Pokemon TV show. At least in recent years. Earlier years, it was better. Recent years, it's just kind of ugly looking. I don't like the Sun and Moon art style. Fight me. I mean, I know that probably, like, if I had been a full-on, like, Digimon fan, looking at Pokemon, I'd probably be like, that's pretty complicated, too. Because I suppose when you get right down to it, they are almost equally as complicated as each other. Just because, well, you know, all of the type combinations and weaknesses for Pokemon. Seeing a lot of Firefins tonight. I'm proud of you, Splatoon community. You've learned fun. And bomb rushes are that. I don't care about splats. That guy's out of the fight for a while. Like, when I was younger, I watched whatever Digimon was on. I don't remember even which it was. Ow. Hey, I got them to waste a fair bit of their bomb rush. My eldest brother would know. He's not actively right here for me to ask, so... But even, like, back then, I just wasn't that into it. Might end up watching it at some point with Robotic, though. Because I think she has some interest in watching it. Ow. I say I think, because I don't really know. But yeah, like, for reference on, like, how late I tend to get to cartoons, I didn't even get the Steven Universe until it was nearing the end of the latest season. I forget which number that is. And Robotic and I just sat and binge-watched it. I probably wouldn't have even watched it had it not been for her, so... Because, as was mentioned, I'm kind of a weeb. I tend to take Japanese animation over Western animation any day. But I'm also a writer, so I tend to care about, you know, good storytelling. And a lot of Western cartoons tend to not so much have... Like, they don't tend to have overarching plots that last a long time. I'm gonna die! At least not anymore. I know a lot of them, like, used to, but not so much. Well, I suppose the post-DuckTales cartoons tended to start having overarching plots that lasted a while. And it's all because of DuckTales. Well, that's just the power of a cartoon that's not just made to sell toys and merchandise. Ow. Getting wrecked by that Octoshot. I should really use some of these beacons, because that person does have sub-power up. Yeah! And they were probably getting really annoyed that no one was using their beacons, but I didn't even look. I've been seeing them. I haven't been dying enough, really. Thank you, Firefin! You took the shot for me! Yep. Though I am still very sad that Teen Titans ended on a cliffhanger. And then was followed by Teen Titans Go, a show that has no interest in being serious in any way, and is just awful. I apologize if anyone here likes Teen Titans Go. I hate it. Yeah, I'm gonna grab my undercover. Might regret this, but I'm gonna grab my undercover. It's been a while since I used it, so I'm probably gonna do pretty bad. That tends to happen. Like, I always found when I was in school, I would get sick the most at the beginning of the year. And it's because you've been away from the mass crowd of people for so long that your immune system's like, hey, I don't need to be on high alert all the time. So it gets kind of lazy. And then you go back to school and you're just surrounded by people who are sick constantly all the time and refuse to stay home. Like, I was always taught that if you were sick, you should always try to stay home at least a day or two after you're done being sick. At least for a day or two after you're done being sick. Because if you don't, you're still actively carrying that sickness. You're gonna just get other people sick. Was that my ink mine? No, it wasn't. Oh, hi, Bubbles. I do, because I've watched a bit of it and then gave up on it. I watched a bit of it when it was new, because my I was so hopeful that it was going to continue the Teen Titans story. Like, I didn't care that the show looked dumb. Like, the animation style just made everything look kind of dumb. That's just how modern cartoons look. They have that sort of style to them. That's fine. I could get past that. What I couldn't get past was just the amount of toilet humor and the fact there was really no story. I mean, that's not to say they haven't done, you know, good stuff. I've heard their movie was pretty good. As a standalone movie. And it would have to be. Because, you know, most of Teen Titans Go feels like the creators are just have the mindset of, it's just one TV show. Like, it's just one episode of the TV show. We don't have to really try. But for a movie, you kinda have to try. Ow. Otherwise, Cartoon Network would have just went no, and probably canceled them. I feel like this loss was my fault. I should not have grabbed the undercover. I'll go back to the end zap. Welcome back, Beast Mode. You have returned to talk about to us talking about cartoons. I had the most splats in the team. I mean, they have some good shows these days. I mean, Steven Universe and OKKO are really good. I mean, I'd say KO is closer to the kiddie side of things, but it's still fun. Like, I'm still liking the show. It's made me laugh quite a few times, and that is quite the accomplishment for a cartoon. Steven Universe is really well written. I'll agree, a large portion of Cartoon Network did die when Teen Titans Go became a thing. And I really wanted to like Go. I really wanted them to do good things with it. But they didn't. And then they started oversaturating with it. I've legit seen one of the TV stations where I am doing a Teen Titans Go marathon for like a week. Nothing but Teen Titans Go. There are not that many episodes. I know there aren't. I mean, yeah, OKKO isn't really story-driven. It's still fun, though, and that's what a cartoon should be, is fun. And it still has enough of a story. It does have at least something connecting one episode to the next. Even if it's in just the most minor of ways of, you know, Boxman's attacking. That's still at least something to carry the episodes together. At least from what I've watched. After the map rotation, I'll do some league battles. I've probably just signed my own death warrant, haven't I? It's probably gonna be Clam, isn't it? I just want to finish off this rotation of Splat Zones. Currently, it's tower control. I don't know what the next rotation's gonna be. That's why I said I'd probably just sign my own death warrant and it'll actually be Clam Blitz. Ow. Fair enough, Beast Mode. I don't use Hulu. If I want to watch a cartoon, I pirate it. I just watch it online. It's the same viewing experience, and I don't need to pay, like, $20. It's probably not that expensive, but still. The reason we're getting away from cable TV is so we don't have to pay a ludicrous amount of money just to watch things. When 90% of the content isn't something anyone wants to watch anyway. Alright, well, that's not too bad. I like Rainmaker. Ow. Yeah, I know you're not hating on it. If you were hating on it, KO would be very sad. And you don't want to make KO sad. Yeah, but it's probably tacked on to something else that's ludicrously expensive. To get Hulu for that cheap. Everything looks fine on my end. Yeah, everything's fine on my end. 3K up. Only 59 dropped frames the entire stream. Solid FPS. I didn't see how much I just lost. It's fine. Fair enough, I still just don't like... I don't like the subscription services. Like, I have Netflix. I kind of wish they would all just come together and take a bit of the Netflix pie instead of trying to compete with Netflix. Like, that just seems like the better thing to do. I wouldn't mind paying more for Netflix if it meant I got everything. But all these companies want all of the money, and don't care that they're actually probably making less than if they were to have just partnered with the already existing platforms. So many dualies, jeez. Ow. Yeah, I do know Blockbuster still exists. There's actually one not far from where I live. Well, I say not far, it's an hour and a half drive, but that's arguably not far. Ow. I mean, Netflix is... I think what we're paying is $9.99 a month. Currently. It's probably more now. Last I heard it was $9.99 a month. Which, for what it offers, isn't the worst. I suppose I myself have a Crunchyroll as well. Which I have on its 3-month plan, because I get the bulk of my money every 3 months. Even then, I still tend to just pirate anime. I more have the Crunchyroll for robotic. I have to check with my sister, because she pays for it. I chip in occasionally. Because I don't really use it. I think it's the last corporate blockbuster that's in the US. This seems to be a mom-and-pop one. Like, this seems to be, I think they're called franchise stores. Like how most McDonald's aren't actually owned by McDonald's itself, it's just some people have the rights to run a McDonald's, basically. Ow. What is VRB? I legit don't even know what it is. Ow. Ow. If Splatoon came to real life, a lot of bad stuff would probably start happening to the Inklings. Let's be honest. We would probably have to fight for Inkling equal rights. Unless, you know, the story of Splatoon happened, in which case humanity died off, in which I really don't think that would be all that bad of a thing to have happen. We've had it coming for a few years now. Rooster Teeth has its own streaming service now? Thought they were a YouTube channel. I suppose they have Ruby. They have the Ruby. Ow. Like, if we became Inklings and Octolings, I don't think much would change, to be honest. And if we became our characters, then I would suddenly become a girl, and that would be weird. Very weird. I mean, I'm already terrified of water, so I mean, I'm already halfway there. I know I've mentioned this before, but fun fact, I've always been terrified of water. To the point where my mother's told me stories of when I was, like, less than a year old to, like, a year and a half old. She sponge bathed me because I was terrified of being put in water. To the point where anytime she'd go to do it, I would just start screaming and wailing and just, yeah. Water is terrifying. Water is death. Yeah, that would be very weird. I mean, I'm already bi, so literally nothing would change. Other than my girlfriend might not like how I look anymore. I don't know how she likes how I look as it is, but you know. Oh jeez. I can't even float. Like legit, I cannot float. I've had people try to explain it to me, but I can't do it. Doesn't help that most of the explanations is, well, you just need to calm down. Yeah, but how do you calm down? Water is death. I don't know about you, but I can't be calm around death. Ow. Like, I was decently okay being near, like, the ocean before one of my neighbors tried to teach me how to swim. It was before we moved to where we live now, so it was in Digby. And anyone who might have street viewed Digby any of the times I've mentioned it, you'll notice it's right on the Bay of Fundy. It's like right there. So he was teaching me how to swim in the ocean. And I nearly drowned wearing a life jacket. I sank in a life jacket that should have kept me up. This isn't a nozzle nose, it's a point gal. But yeah, it is hard to aim with because the shots just go everywhere. Which is why I'm using some main power-up. It makes it more accurate. Yep, and as I mentioned back then, I'm a bit north of the Bay of Fundy now. Points. I think I do best with the end zap. I'm gonna go back to the end zap. You know what? No. I'm gonna go to an end zap. Nope. Point gal. Kensa point 52. I'm gonna go back to the end zap, but I'm gonna make Rand proud. I mean, he's not around to be proud, but, you know. I'ma use ink armor. I mean, I'm pretty good at aiming the L3 nozzle noses, so... I don't know. H3s are decently hard to aim, but... Then again, I used an L3 a lot in the first game, and their aiming hasn't changed much in this one. So, I kinda already had practice. Yes, getting your shoe stuck in mud is a fundamental experience when it comes to the Bay of Fundy. Ow. It's just what happens. I used to as a kid before I became just absolutely terrified of water. Like going to the beach and hunting for like little crab parts. Ow. Like I had like a collection of like malted crab claws. Got it. Yeah, but it takes 3 shots with the H3 to kill, and you were dying in 2. And you only get the kill sound if you hit with all 3. And that kill sound is like crack. Also, I am doing so much worse with this one. The ink armor, I'm telling you. Ow. I think it's just I'm being bad. I'm just playing horribly. That's what happened. You know, I'm gonna grab an L3 after this. Ow. Oh, what is this challenge? I may or may not accept it, depending on what it is. Hopefully I timed that right. Ow. Vanilla Dynamo is the Stingray one, isn't it? I don't want to use a Stingray in Splat Zones. If this was like Tower or Rainmaker, maybe. Ow. Yeah, you probably will, AI. Let's be honest. Ow. I'll think about it. I want to see what Sophia's challenge is first, and I'll decide. Okay, it's not a challenge involving ranked at all. Ow. That sounds very complicated. I'm on a losing streak anyway, I'll grab the Dynamo. Yeah, if there was enough people, I would throw up a private lobby now, but there isn't enough people. Sad face. Okay, where's my Dynamos? They're gonna get all out of order. This is gonna suck. I mean, my aim is terrible as well, so, you know. If I lose 40-some... Oh god, it's the crown! Why have you done this to me, Beast Mode? Oh, he's gonna be on the other team, isn't he? Oh, he's gonna be on the other team. He's gotta be on the other team. Oh, jeez. The Savage. He's a crown. He's a top 500 player. I've encountered him 3 times tonight. Well, this is the 3rd time. Please be on this team. 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 He is not on this team. There he is. Captain Tryhard over there with his crown. His head full of eyeballs. And they have a Kensa Dynamo as well. Nah, it's fine. It's all in good fun. Ow. Ow. Well, that went about the way I expected it would. 1 point. At least it only cost me 1 point. Beastmode, that's mostly just because of how you're viewing the animation. I'm gonna go back to something else. I mean, okay. That's gonna end horribly. You guys just want my power to go through the floor, don't you? Finally get a decent high power, and you guys just want me to throw it away? I see how it is. I swear, I've been against that guy every time. Like, every time I've encountered Savage, I've been against him. Yeah, I'll see about it for the last 10 minutes of rotation, so it'll be 1 match. You know what? No, I'll do that when we get into doing league battles. When I fire up the league lobby, I'll start doing that challenge. How about that? Sound fair to everybody? Sounds fair to me. Because if I were to do it for ranked here, it'd be for 1 match. And I don't think that's going to be all that interesting. It's also probably going to result in me playing chargers a lot. I'm gonna finish the ranked rotation with the end zap. Because there's only gonna be 1 more match of ranked after this, so I may as well just finish it off with the end zap. 1, maybe 2 more matches. Mostly I just want to get back into doing ranked more. Because turf is good practice, but it's not as hard to win at as ranked is. And I do want to keep getting better at the game, which is also why I'm using the end zap and not like my normal go-to undercover. Other than when I used it, it didn't go all that well. Like, I do tend to usually do turf, mostly because it's just... It is nice, because then you guys get in and get to play too. Which I do really enjoy that. I like playing with you guys. Which is why I do like getting the private battle lobbies going. I just wish I had enough viewers to actually get it going. It kind of annoys me at how popular that really ragey guy is. Because it's like, really? Do people just like negativity that much? Alright, beast mode. I can't even remember the guy's name anymore. Ow. out of ink. Running out of ink is the worst. Come on, Craft, you can do this. Ow. How did I not die sooner? I think we're done for, though. Which is sad. I don't like being done for. Unless my just Mad Lad Leroy push actually accomplished something, and it did. So we might not actually be fully done for. Ow. Hey, that guy's running Ink Resist. I'm not the only one! Yeah! Ow. I am one of the worst players in X rank, though. Like, I don't think that could be argued. I just do dumb stuff, and it somehow works. No. I don't have a backup Steam account because, yeah, I probably should get one. I just know that, like, if my Steam account, like, ever got, like, banned, like, there's no way I'm replacing my Steam library. There are way too many games in there. I honestly think, like, if my Steam account ever got banned, I might make another account for, like, doing TF2. But other than that, I'm just gonna pirate everything. Looks like it'll be one more ranked match, because it's still 5 more minutes till the rotation. I mean, I also really like PC gaming. I just have way too many things in my Steam library that I like and would not want to lose, but I technically don't own, because thank you, Steam. That is the one thing I hate about PC gaming, is you don't really own anything. You can't play these games without your account. You're renting these games. And you're paying full price to do it. Like, I have always disagreed with that, which is why I like sites like GOG. Because you actually own games you buy from GOG. Once you've got the installer, you can download it forever. You can play it forever. I mean, I tend to be like that too. Like, I don't play all of my Steam games all the time, but I like being able to just go and play whatever one I feel like. And in general, if I don't like something, it's not on my Steam list, because I tend to pirate games before I actually buy them. If I don't like the game, I've probably not bought it. The only exceptions in my Steam library are games that people have bought for me. Like, when it comes to, I'll just use Earth Defense Force as an example. I beat Earth Defense Force 4.1 before buying it. And then I bought it and beat it again, because I just liked it that much. Plus, it is the type of game that I could actually play over and over again. It's one of the reasons why I've always also hated always online experiences. Because they basically prevent the player from knowing, well, the consumer, from knowing if they're gonna like the game or not. That sucks, beast mode. I mean, if my Steam account will get hit, and because it's 2 minutes to the rotation, I'll just go through my Steam library so I can just read off things. 2135, that's not bad. Come on. Yes, I know, I got stuff. Let me back out. Thank you. Let's see. If my Steam account got hit, I'd want to replace Cave Story, Dynasty Warriors 8, Empires, Left 4 Dead 2, Port Royals 2 and 3, TF2, but I already have it, so there's really no replacing that. It's free. Anyone can play it. Earth Defense Force 4.1, Earth Defense Force 5, American Truck Simulator, Euro Truck Simulator, Cuphead, because I've yet to beat it. I want to, though. Dungeon Defenders, because it's just a fun game to play occasionally. All of the Learn Japanese to Survive, Monster Hunter World, Okami HD, Ravenfield, Stardew Valley, the Warhammer 40k Dawn of War games, Winds of Trade, Windward. Like, see my problem if my account were to ever get hit. That is a lot of, that is a lot of games to replace. Wait, shouldn't this be the map rotation? It's 1. Yeah. Nintendo. It's 1 a.m. It's 1 a.m. There we go. Fair enough, beast mode. And assumably you'd also still be able to watch it via data, because phones tend to have data. Unless your phone isn't that real phone. Now, I'm guessing we'll only have people here for a pair, so I'll just throw up a pair. And whoever gets here first gets here. What did I die to last? If someone hacked into my Nintendo account, I would be legitimately impressed. I honestly would be. Because let's just say I have a password that is a pain in the arse to type in on the Switch itself. Like, my password, I do tend to have a fairly standardized password, which I know you should never do. But my opinion on that has always been, if someone wants to get into one of my accounts, they're going to. There's no stopping them. They're gonna get in. I may as well make it more convenient on myself, because it's just as convenient for them. Well, see, Beast Mode, that's just the point where you turn to them and go, well, I wouldn't be using my data for YouTube if you gave me the Wi-Fi back. I mean, in theory, they're the ones paying for it, so... But, like, my password is legitimately longer than most password boxes will allow you to have. Because I just took a line from my Tulip notes and turned it into a password. So it's legitimately full sentence, punctuation, and everything. Hello, Potato Kitty. Hello, Mika. Hello, Splatfan. Sophia wanted... She wanted this pair, and now she's gone. Oh, there's a raid. That is a raid name. I feel like I should change my shoes to, fit. That's fine, it's only you guys. Yeah, oh, yeah, here comes more people. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I'm gonna change my shoes. I'm gonna change my shoes to fit, you know. There we go. To fit their raid, you know. Yeah, if any of you guys coming in here want to do a quad squad lobby, just send me a friend request. Of League. I don't know where you guys came from. Usually it becomes obvious after a bit. I've been just watching the chat. But I have provided toes for you. Welcome back, Anissa. You have, you know... Oh, it's Vian. See, if I wait long enough, the raider themselves appears. I've mispronounced his name a few times. I'll just sit in the lobby for a second. If anyone wants to do League stuff, just send friend requests, or just say in the chat if you're already on my friends list. There we go. It's been a few times he's shown up. He's always a little weird. I'm so tiny. Have a good night, Mika. Well, that is quite the hashtag, Galactic Coconut. Alright, Splatfan. If you don't come back, have a good night. Alright, DNA Mew. Have a good night. Throw this back up. Because I know they're on. Just Sophia isn't exactly around, I don't think. I don't know why people raid me. I mean, I'll take it. But I'm so small. I'm small. Online. In real life, I'm decently tall. But... Have a good night, Galactic Coconut. Alright, Potato Killy. Yeah, Killy, yes, Kitty. Have a good night. You killy potatoes are now. Wonder how many people have made that slip of the tongue. I mean, people gotta sleep beast mode. It's like 1 a.m. for me, so it's probably, you know, not quite as late for most people, but... No lit fire. That's okay, Potato Kitty. See, I've noticed a lot of my regular viewers, most of you are on, like, the West Coast. And then there's me on the East Coast. And I think a lot of people that come in from, like, raids tend to be more central. Yeah, I'll just hop into Turf for now, just so we can keep doing stuff. I'll do League whenever Sophia gets back, or if anyone else wants to do it. They already said hi to Litfire, but hi to Litfire. Oh, excuse me. I feel like I should change my shoes back. Nah, I'll keep these on. I kind of wish these had rolled with ink resist. Just have my feet naturally resistant to ink. And then putting shoes on causes me to lose access to that. Eh, it's okay, Beast Mode. There's always the weekend, because I'm assuming you'll have your internet on the weekend. Alright, Litfire, if you're not already on my friends list, just send a friend request. And everyone, keep track of the first thing that kills me. That'll be the weapon I'll use for League. The first round of League, anyway. And if nothing kills me, then I'll just keep using the point gun. But what do I do if a special kills me? Do I use the weapon that special is attached to? Or any weapon with that special? Though I might not actually have a stream over the weekend because, you know. Person's staring at the wall. I need to be very careful not to splat them. Yes! They're just staring at the wall. I want to be their friend. Yeah, I think this is a hurricane that's gonna hit. Nova Scotia soon. I am honestly a bit worried about losing power. Because I have not had things charged. I should probably get things charged. Like, I know our Wi-Fi will actually last for a bit, so I might come the weekend, if we do lose power, I might try just doing a power outage stream from my laptop for as long as it lasts. It won't be a very good stream, but it'll exist. Fair enough, Beast Mode. Sounds good to me. Oh geez, my Joy-Cons are messing up. This is a bad time for my Joy-Cons to be messing up. back here, you! Fight me like a man! It was probably just spooked. Storms do that to dogs. Don't hold it against them. I'm sure they're still a good boy or girl. Whichever they are. Yeah, I'm gonna do my best not to die. Like I did there. Okay, I'm gonna back out and make a league lobby. So are you already on my friends list, Litfire? I did not die that entire time. Pit bulls are still good. They just get spooked. They're giant cuddle bugs. Yeah, I didn't die that entire match. I suppose I should check and see if a friend request. Okay, no, none have come in. Restream bots should be working fine. Is like the chat not showing up on the screen? Because like my chat is working fine. Is he working? I can't see the YouTube chat itself, so. I know it says it put it to YouTube and Twitch, so. And I saw my message on screen. So I don't know. Hey, we're Kensa buddies. Wouldn't be surprised if it's just broken on YouTube, though. Because YouTube was changing their stream system. Like, I went to stream, and YouTube's like, hold up, we got a new place for you to stream from. I'm like, YouTube, why? No one uses your built-in stream thing. Well, no one is on Twitch, so. I can see the view counter. It is 0. I can see the chat is showing up on screen. Yeah, average, that just sounds like every 2-fort match ever. Ow. Man, I'd love it if people watched on Twitch, but I don't want to, like, force you guys to watch on Twitch. Because, like, I know the only way I'm going to get affiliate is if I try and push you guys to watch on Twitch more. So that people that are on Twitch will actually, you know, join in. Ow. 2-Fort is one of the original maps of Team Fortress 2. It is also one of the worst maps, in my opinion. I hate 2-Fort. It's such a basic map. It's basically 2 sets of battlements with a bridge between them and some sewers. And that's 2-Fort. Yeah, it is. I honestly, myself, if I'm watching a stream, I prefer watching on Twitch. But that's just me. I know a lot of people prefer YouTube, so... Ow. The Reef, but worse. It's just a sniper heaven. I mean, I think for me, it's just a case of, like, I've already seen almost all of the dumb stuff that could happen on 2-Port. Ow. So, like, back when before I had TF2 on PC, like, and I was playing on the PS3, I was that engineer that, you know, was like, hey, what if I tried to go build my stuff in the enemy intel room? And it worked, so I kept doing it. And before that, I had not seen any other engineers on the PS3 doing it. And then, past that, you just got nothing but engineers building their stuff in the enemy intel room. And doing nothing else. It almost feels like I started that trend for PS3 players. It's like none of them had thought of that before. Ow. 2-Fort is just turtling constantly. It's whoever turtles harder wins, basically. You'll have, like, each team will have 3 to 4 engineers on it. Because everyone knows engineer is the best class for that map. Because of the age of it. I mean, it's not the best class, but that is just the general, like, consensus. Yes, I'm proud of that quote. There's a deep meaning behind that quote. The meaning is, you know, how we are constantly in pain and suffering in this thing we call life. What am I even saying? You know, sometimes I just get saying random words I've vaguely heard before, and it just sounds kind of good. Like, words in, like, an order I've vaguely heard before, and just, yeah. It's just how my brain works, I guess. So what killed me? You guys are the ones supposed to be watching for this. Because I was not watching for it. And if no one can tell me what killed me, I'll just grab a random weapon. I was already on that. Okay. Neat. I should really have my normal shoes on, though. My toes are getting cold. I am Canadian, so it makes sense. Fair enough, Litfire. All this youth talk. It took me a second to decipher it. I am not a youth. These Japanese players don't want to booyah back. But I feel like that's going to be our downfall. Oh no. Oh no. No, I saw what killed me that time. I'm sniping next, boyos. So dead. Ow. So that, yeah, that's the standard splatter scope. Don't wanna. Ow. Question, what if the Rainmaker kills me first? Do we just ignore it and go with what kills me second? If Sophia was here, this would be so much easier, because it was her challenge. Ow. And I think... Ow. I swear, all of my deaths have just been from that one guy. Well, and the Rainmaker. I would honestly take the E-Leader. Quite honestly. Might be like, why would you do that? And it's quite simple, really. I'm not a big fan of Stingrays. It's because of the range. Because see, at longer ranges, not having a scope matters more. Purely because of, well, the smaller your movement, the more of a difference it makes the further away you are. Ow. I swear I'm good with the sloshing machine, guys. I swear. That would just be redundant with their short range. Ow. Why did I do that? Be the same as like giving like a GooTuber a scope. Like it just becomes redundant with, you know, how short the range is. My defense, it has been quite a while since I've used this. I thought the sniper shot me. I was gonna be really impressed with that sniper, but no, it was a suction bomb I didn't see. Jeez. My fault. Splatter shot scoped. Not splatter shot scoped. Splat charger scoped. Charger scope. Splat. Scope. Charge. Scope. Should be back here somewhere. Okay, there's the default one. because damage up. It's not gonna matter. No, I shouldn't do that. This one. That snipe was pretty easy to hit, to be honest. I probably could have hit that. I really shouldn't have, just chilled with it, like, fired it. Yeah, communication error, because I dared go into the menu. How dare I? I need a drink of water. Hopefully I won't die on this one. Whoop. Didn't die. I love how I remember the weapon when it's actually something I don't want to use. But something I wouldn't have, you know, minded. I didn't remember it. I wasn't even paying attention, though. That's kind of the problem. Yes, I do. I always accept them if I get to them. If I see them. And it's not like I wouldn't back out, like, right now to, accept. But, like, yeah. Nintendo really hates you accepting friend requests. They don't want you to have friends. Oh, hey, it's Japan o'clock. Mochi! That is a good snack. I want to learn how to make mochi. Like, I want to make it as legit as I can. Like, taking the rice, turning it to flour, making mochi. We're gonna get wrecked. Once again, they don't booyah back. These Japanese players, man. I don't have the range for that. Ow. I splattered someone! Sploosh-o-matic. That was the 7, right? I don't know where they're going with that. That actually works. Ow. Yes, it is 7. I'm a bit surprised that actually, like, my snapshot actually worked. How am I actually doing good? What? Who am I and what has happened to me? The real me. I'm clearly not the real me. Ow. I've just become a semi-competent sniper, apparently. Ow. To then just get smacked in the butt with a stamp. I do suck with it. It also sucks. Ow. Hi, Tentabrella. That's what I get for not paying attention to stuff around me. I have Ink Saver main. I have a decent chunk of it. I say a decent chunk, it's not really much, but it's enough. It's on my shirt. Actually, no, I do have a decent chunk, it's the shoes I'm wearing. Yeah, that's about to explode. I hate this thing. I hate Stingray. Eh. Like, if it was any other special, I might have been able to get out of that. Ow. This has been my fault. We're losing. Eh. I'm so dead. I took him with me. Because I thought that the Brella was not gonna pop down on my head. And if I would have tried to super jump, I would have just died anyway. I have no super jump speed. I don't even have any equipment for super jump. Now, Sploosh 7. What am I gonna use with the Sploosh 7? I'll be definitely better with that. I didn't even see my kills. I at least got 4. So I'm happy with that. Sploosh. Oh, jeez. I think my normal kit would work for this. I definitely agree Stingrays suck. They can be fun. Like, tower control, they work. Like, I am in full agreement that they are decent on tower control. I myself would still prefer just having a Booyah Bomb, now that Booyah Bombs are a thing, but Stingray gets the same job done. It just takes that person out of the fight. Oh hey, it's Mochi again. Let's see if they end up on our team again. It didn't work out well last time, but... My big problem is... Oh hey, they are on our team again. My big problem with them is just how long they take you out of the fight. That's not good. Ow. Okay, NZAP 89. The zap. I was honestly kind of worried I'd get through this entire match without dying, because I'm not the biggest fan of the 7. I almost managed without dying. Yep, GG's. I definitely prefer the beacon sploosh. But I just like my beacons. Honestly, that's why I don't have a kit for super jump speed. Is if I want to super jump faster, I'm just gonna grab beacons. Yeah, this kit's good as any. As I said, Stingray is good for, in my opinion, it's good for one thing, and okay at a few other things. It's good at denying the tower to the enemy team and tower control. And it's okay at dealing with the Rainmaker or clams in Clam Blitz. But past that, it's just not very good. I don't like doing private lobbies that are like 1v1s or 2v2s. I just don't like that. It's too small, there's not enough going on. If there were enough people here, I would definitely throw up a private lobby. Like, if we could get a 3v3 or larger, then that's, you know, that's good, but I just don't like tiny private battles. I miss Bubbler. I miss being able to be invulnerable for 4 seconds. It doesn't sound like a lot, but it's a decent amount of time. Can you imagine if the Bloblobber had Bubbler? Ow. I mean, to be like a, you know, pro-level soldier, it takes a decent amount of skill. Wait, they're not dead? I thought they died. That's why I wasn't paying any attention to them. I mean, to be a good medic, all you need to do is not suck. So, you know, there's that. Ow. Inkzuka was incredibly broken. Yeah, I wasn't paying attention. It's a good thing you guys were. Ow. Actually, no. My first death was to a curling bomb rush. So, silver arrow spray. I had the Rainmaker and died to a curling bomb. And I'm pretty sure it was the rush. Like I almost did again right there. Yeah, I know it was a curling bomb. Ow! Just got whacked in the back of the head with stamp. Ow. Oh. I swear it was a curling ball. What? That doesn't make any sense. How did I die? Right, yeah, they can start to roll before. Give me this. You can't have it. None of you are responsible enough for this, yellow team. I mean, average, that falls into the category of just, you know, just don't suck. That's how you be a good medic. You just don't suck, and you win. I'll take your word for it. Ow. Fair enough. I mean, I can only really take your word for it, so. I can't exactly go back myself. I actually remember back in, like, I think it was around 2016, I was streaming some TF2 on Twitch, and someone actually asked me how to be a good medic, and I legit just told them, don't suck. And they got, decently triggered by that. I was quite a bit more sarcastic back in 2016. Might have even been earlier than that. I mean, I'm fine going back to older weapons. Ow. So good at this game, guys. Ow. Ow. Person, why did you not climb the sponge? I mean, I get it would keep things fresh, but I rarely ever use Splooshamatics, so I mean, that in itself is pretty fresh. Ow. Whoop. Yep, the blobber. I knew it was a blobber, I just didn't bother looking up and seeing. I also never use the stamp, so, you know. This is like the only time you guys get to see me using a stamp. Ow. Honestly, a little surprised that like a stamp type thing didn't just become a weapon of in and of itself. Ow. Like, can you imagine if there was like a stamp type weapon that was like a roller? So it'd basically be a roller type that can't roll. And it just basically does like a hammer swing to attack. Like, it's a guaranteed one-hit kill, but it's a hammer type swing. Ow. I think that'd be pretty neat. Ow. I should have just chased him down with the thing itself, the stamp. Yeah! I mean, I'd still say that Baller is closer. Because Baller works functionally the same. Yep, I can still see that in the chat. The decorated blob. I think this might actually be my last match, because I'm getting very hungry. I gotta get back into the habit of doing Dynamo time. Deco. So yeah, this will be my final match, because I am hungry. I don't even remember what I've had to eat today, which tells me it probably wasn't much. And the stream's also almost been 3 hours already, so that is a pretty average length. I'd like to actually get my streams pushed up to like 5-6 hours, but for that I would need a snack with me, which would mean I'd have to start buying snacks for it, and I just don't have the money. It'll take me actually starting to make money off of streaming before I can push it to be that long, basically. Alright, beast mode. Sleep is important. I say as I get very little sleep myself, but that's fine. I only tend to get so little sleep because I have near constant nightmares, which is great. That's why I try to spread positivity, is just my life is everything but positivity. I mean, it's not really, but it feels like that sometimes. Yeah, 5 minutes is nothing. If it even lasts 5 minutes. King Roman. Oh, I see they have Roman Reigns penciled in to win the King of the Ring. Even though I don't even think he's part of it. He's on a storyline of someone who tried to kill him. No one here probably even knows what I'm talking about, but that's fine. It's wrestling. Wrestling's pretty cool. You just have to suspend your disbelief. Because yeah, outcome is predetermined, but it's still kind of fun to watch very, very strong people throw each other around a ring. And people do actually get legitimately hurt while wrestling. Well, that's not very good for those two. Karen took the kids. Karens are not good parents. That kid is gonna grow up to be the worst member of society. A Karen. Ow. Bubbler beats Bubble Blower. Invulnerability trumps everything. That's probably why we no longer have the Bubbler. No one saw that. I'd honestly prefer not dreaming. It's basically a case of, like, I don't want to get into my, like, traumatic backstory, but yeah, I'd rather not dream. Sounds remarkably more pleasant. I go around. I will keep it safe. The kids have it. Kraken, I'm a little more iffy with. Because, as I've mentioned before, and if I ever do well, I'm going to do a stream on the first Splatoon again, because I just like that game still. I'll show what I mean, but Kraken is very easily counterable by, like, a splatter shot. It's pretty hard to counter a bubbler with just a single splatter shot. Ow. I knew that was coming. Ow. I get that. I would take Dumb Dreams over what I normally have anyway. I mean, I've already said it on stream, but just to cut a long story short for you new viewers, I was horrifically abused by an ex-girlfriend, and my dreams tend to be nothing but that. Over and over again. Hence why I don't sleep very well. Ow. Now I've made everything sad. Let's be honest, it's pretty normal for me. Ow. I tend to make everything sad. It's just how it works. I don't want none of you feeling bad over that. Magnus. Great Magnus. Great Magnus Turbo. That's a Yu-Gi-Oh deck for those who are... those uncultured swines who know nothing of Yu-Gi-Oh. I am joking with that. It is okay if you don't know Yu-Gi-Oh. It is a decently niche game these days. Ow. And even within its own player base, there are people that probably don't even know what Great Magnus is. But he's a boss monster to an archetype. I can't remember the name of the archetype. But the archetype just basically, before Master Rule 4, which is the current rule set Yu-Gi-Oh! Is working under, like, the entire job of the archetype was just to turbo Great Magnus with a bunch of XYZ materials. And he'd just be completely just godlike as a boss monster. There we go. And hey, the stream's hit 3 hours. But me making everything sad is pretty good spot to end on. For those new here, there is a Discord should you wish to join it. It's linked in the description below on YouTube, in the info on Twitch for anyone that might be over there. With that said, thanks everyone for watching, and I'll be back streaming tomorrow, very likely more Team Fortress 2. I might try and get better at other classes in TF2, because I feel I've gotten my groove back with Medic. I'm not as good as I used to be, but I'm getting there. And then the day after that, I'll probably be back to Splatoon. And this, as I mentioned, this weekend might be a bit weird, because if I lose power, well, technically, like, the day after tomorrow is the weekend. So, if I lose power, I don't know what the stream will be, if there will even be one. But yeah. With all that said, thanks everyone for watching, and hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. See you then!